My dear countrymen, Namaskar. Welcome to Mann Ki Baat. If you ask me what the most memorable moments of my life have been, I remember many incidents. But there is one moment which is very special. That moment was when on the 15th of November last year, I had gone to Ulihatu village in Jharkhand, the birthplace of Bhagwan Birsa Munda on his birth anniversary. This visit had a great impact on me. I am the first Prime Minister of the country who has had the privilege of touching my forehead to the soil of this holy land. At that moment, I not only felt the power of the freedom struggle, but also got an opportunity to connect with the strength of this land. I realized how the courage to fulfill a resolve can change the destiny of crores of people of the country. Friends, in every era, India has faced some challenges or the other, and in every era, extraordinary Indians were born who took on those challenges. In today's Mann Ki Baat, I'll discuss two such great heroes who had courage and farsightedness. The country has decided to celebrate their 150th birth anniversary. Sardar Patel's 150th birth anniversary year will begin from the 31st of October. Following that, Bhagwan Birsa Munda's 150th birth anniversary year will begin from the 15th of November. Both these great souls faced different challenges, but their vision was the same. One, that of unity of the country. Friends, in the past few years, the country has celebrated the birth anniversaries of such great heroes, men and women, with renewed energy, giving new inspiration to the young generation. You might recollect how special events materialized when we celebrated the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. From Times Square, New York, to the smallest village in Africa, people across the world understood, rediscovered, and lived India's message of truth and non-violence. From the young to the elderly, from Indians to foreigners, everyone understood Gandhiji's teachings in a new context, under the emerging global conditions. When we celebrated the 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanand, the youth of the country understood India's spiritual and cultural power through new definitions. These schemes made us realize that our luminaries are not lost to the past. Rather, their lives show our present, the path to the future. Friends, although the government has decided to celebrate the 150th birth anniversary of these great personalities at the national level, it is your participation that will infuse life into this campaign. Make it come alive. I would urge all of you to become a part of this campaign. Share your thoughts and work related to the Iron Man of India, Sardar Patel, with the hashtag Sardar150 and the inspirations of Dharti Aba Birsa Munda with the hashtag Birsa Munda 150, thus showcasing this festival to the world. Let us join together in making this festival a celebration of India's unity in diversity and make it a celebration of progress through heritage. My dear countrymen, you must remember the days when Chhota Bheem started airing on TV. Children can never forget that. There was so much excitement about Chhota Bheem. You'd be surprised that today Dholakpur Ka Dhol attracts children not only in India but also in other countries. Similarly, our other animated serials such as Krishna, Hanuman, Motu Patlu also have a fan following all over the world. India's animation characters, animation movies, on account of content and creativity, are being loved all over the world. You might have noticed that from the smartphone to the cinema screen, gaming console to virtual reality, animation is omnipresent. India is on the way to ushering in a new revolution in the world of animation. The gaming space of India is also expanding rapidly. These days, Indian games are also gaining popularity all over the world. When I met leading gamers of India a few months ago, I got an opportunity to know and understand the amazing creativity and quality of Indian games. Indeed, in the country, there's a constant wave of creative energy in the world of animation, made in India and made by Indians can be noticed everywhere. You'll be happy to know that today India's talent is also a significant part of foreign productions. Be it the present day Spider-Man or Transformers, in both these movies, Harinara and Rajiv's contribution has been highly appreciated by people. Animation studios of India are working with world-famous production companies such as Disney and Warner Brothers. Friends, today our youth are creating original Indian content which reflects glimpses of our culture. These are being watched all over the world. Today, the animation sector has donned the form of an industry that is powering other industries, just as VR tourism is getting famous these days. Through a virtual tour, you can view the Ajanta caves, take a stroll through the Konark temple corridor, or enjoy the ghats of Varanasi. All these VR animation marvels have been made by Indian creators. After seeing these places through VR, many people want to visit these tourist places in reality. That is, virtual tour of a tourist destination has become a medium of creating curiosity in the minds of people. Today in the sector, along with animators, the demand for storytellers, writers, voiceover experts, musicians, game developers, VR and AR experts is also constantly rising. Therefore, I'd like to tell the youth of India, expand your creativity. Who knows, the world's next super hit animation might emerge out of your computer. The next viral game could be your creation. Your innovation in educational animations can achieve great success. On the 28th of October, that is tomorrow, World Animation Day will also be celebrated. Let us take the resolve of making India a global animation powerhouse. My dear countrymen, Swami Vivekananda had once given the mantra of success. His mantra was, take an idea, make that one idea your life, think about it, dream about it, start living it. Now the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is also riding on this mantra of success. This campaign has become a part of our collective consciousness. It has become our inspiration at every step. Self-reliance has become not only our policy, but our passion as well. Not that long ago, just 10 years ago, if someone had said then that some complex technology was to develop in India, many people would not believe it and many would ridicule it. But today, the same people are amazed to see the success of the country. Becoming self-reliant, India is doing wonders in every sector. Just think, India, which used to import mobile phones once upon a time, is the world's second largest manufacturer today. India, which once was the biggest buyer of defense equipment in the world, is now also exporting to 85 countries. Today, in space technology, India has become the first country to reach the south pole of the moon. And one thing I like the most is that this campaign of self-reliance is no longer just a government campaign now. The Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is becoming a people's campaign. We are achieving success in every field. Just as this month, we inaugurated Asia's largest imaging telescope, MACE, in Hanle, Ladakh. It is situated at a height of 4,300 meters. Do you know what is special about it as well? It is made in India. Imagine, the place where the cold dips to -30 degrees, where there is a shortage of even oxygen, it is there that our scientists have achieved something that no other nation in Asia has done. Even though the Hanle telescope is watching a distant world, it is also showing us something more, and that is the capabilities of self-reliant India. Friends, I want you to undertake at least one task. Share as many examples of India becoming self-reliant as possible and such efforts. What new innovation have you noticed in your neighborhood? Which local startup has impressed you the most? Along with #Atmanirbhar Innovation, write down this information on social media and celebrate Atmanirbhar Bharat. In this festive season, we strengthen this campaign of Atmanirbhar Bharat. We do our shopping with the mantra of vocal for local. This is the new India where the impossible is just a challenge, where Make in India has now turned into Make for the World, where every citizen is an innovator, where every challenge is an opportunity. We not only have to make India self-reliant, but also strengthen our country as a global powerhouse of innovation. My dear countrymen, I am playing an audio for you.
हेलो
सर नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते
सर बोलिए सर।
देखिए ये जो आपने एफआईआर नंबर मुझे सेंड किया है इस नंबर के खिलाफ 17 कंप्लेंट्स हमारे पास। आप ये नंबर यूज कर रहे हैं?
मैंने नहीं यूज करता हूँ सर।
अभी कहाँ से बात कर रहे हो?
सर कर्नाटका सर, वो घर में हूँ सर।
ओके, इसके लिए आप अपनी स्टेट में रिकॉर्ड करवाइए ताकि ये नंबर ब्लॉक कर दिया जाए, फ्यूचर में आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो। ओके
यस सर।
अभी मैं आपको कनेक्ट कर रहा हूँ, ये आपका इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑफिसर है, आप अपनी स्टेट में रिकॉर्ड करवाइए ताकि ये नंबर ब्लॉक कर दिया जाए। ओके
यस सर, यस सर, यस सर।
अभी मुझे बताइएगा मैं किसके साथ बात कर रहा हूँ। अपना आधार कार्ड मुझे शो कीजिएगा वेरीफाई करने के लिए, बताइएगा।
सर मेरे पास अभी नहीं है सर आधार कार्ड सर, प्लीज सर।
फोन आपके फोन में है?
नहीं सर।
फोन में आधार कार्ड की पिक्चर नहीं है आपके पास?
नहीं है सर।
नंबर याद है आपको?
सर नहीं है सर, नंबर भी याद नहीं है सर।
हमने सिर्फ वेरीफाई करना है। ओके वेरीफाई करने के लिए
नहीं सर।
आप डरिए ना, डरिए ना। अगर आपने कुछ नहीं किया तो आप डरिए ना।
हाँ सर, हाँ सर।
अगर आपके पास आधार कार्ड है तो मुझे दिखा दीजिए वेरीफाई करने के
नहीं
लिए।
सर, नहीं सर, मैं गांव को आया था सर, घर में है सर।
ओके कमिंग। जय हिंद। इस व्यक्ति के वन साइड वीडियो का रिकॉर्ड करो एज पर द प्रोटोकॉल। ओके
This audio is not just for information. This is not an entertainment audio. It has emerged with a deep concern. The conversation you just heard pertains to the fraud of digital arrest. This conversation is between a victim and a fraudster. The fraudsters of digital arrest phone calls at times impersonate as police, CBI, narcotics, at times RBI. Using such various labels, they converse as fake officers with a lot of confidence. Many listeners of Mann Ki Baat have wished that we must discuss that. Let me tell you how these fraud gangs work. What is this dangerous game? It is very important for you to understand this, and it is equally important for others to understand it as well. The first move: they collect all of your personal information. You went to Goa last month, didn't you? Your daughter studies in Delhi, right? They collect so much information about you that you'll be surprised. The second move: create an atmosphere of fear. Uniform, government office setup, legal sections. They'll scare you so much on the phone. In the midst of the conversation, you will not be able to even think. And then, their third move begins. The third move: the time pressure. You have to decide now, or else you'll be arrested. These people create so much of psychological pressure on the victim that one gets scared. People from every class and age group fall victim to digital arrest. People have lost lakhs of rupees earned through their hard work out of sheer fear. Whenever you receive such a call, don't be scared. You should be aware that no investigative agency ever inquires like this through a phone call or a video call. I am enumerating the 3 steps to digital security. These 3 steps are: stop, think, take action. As soon as you get a call, stop. Don't panic. Stay calm. Don't take any hasty steps. Don't give away your personal information to anyone. If possible, take a screenshot and record it for sure. After this comes the second step. The first step was stop, and the second step is think. No government agency threatens you on the phone like this. Neither inquires nor demands money on a video call like this. If you feel scared, then know that something is wrong. The first step, the second step, and now I spell out the third step. In the first step I said stop. In the second step I said think. And the third step tells you take action. Dial the National Cyber Helpline 1930. Report on cybercrime.gov.in. Inform family and police. Preserve evidence. Stop, then think, and then take action. These 3 steps will become the protector of your digital security. Friends, I'll reiterate that there is no system like digital arrest in the law. This is just a fraud, a deceit, it is a lie, a gang of criminals. And those who are doing this are enemies of society. To deal with the fraud that is going on in the name of digital arrest, all the investigative agencies are working together with the state governments. For synchronization among these agencies, a National Cyber Coordination Center has been set up. Thousands of such fraudulent video calling IDs have been blocked by the agencies. Lakhs of SIM cards, mobile phones, and bank accounts have also been blocked. Agencies are doing their job, but for protection from scams in the name of digital arrest, it is very important that everyone is aware, every citizen is aware. Those who are victims of this kind of cyber fraud should let as many people as possible know about it. You can use hashtag #SafeDigitalIndia for awareness. I would also like to urge schools and colleges to involve students in the campaign against cyber scams. We can fight this challenge only with the collective efforts in society. My dear countrymen, many of our school children are very interested in calligraphy. Through this, our handwriting remains legible, beautiful and attractive. These days, it is being used in Jammu and Kashmir to popularize the local culture. Firdausa Bashir ji from Anantnag, who has expertise in calligraphy, she is bringing forth many aspects of the local culture through that. Firdausa ji's calligraphy has attracted the local people, especially the youth. A similar effort is being made by Gaurinath ji of Udhampur. He is engaged in preserving myriad forms of Dogra culture and heritage, playing a sarangi which is more than a century old. Over the tunes of the sarangi, he narrates the ancient stories and historical events related to their culture in an interesting way. In different parts of the country, you will find many such extraordinary people who have come forward to preserve cultural heritage. D. Vaikuntham has been engaged in popularizing Cheriyal folk art for about 50 years now. His efforts to promote this art form related to Telangana are amazing. The process of making Cheriyal paintings is unique. It is in the form of a scroll that brings forth stories. In that, we get a complete glimpse of our history and mythology. Butluram Mathraji of Narayanpur in Chhattisgarh is engaged in preserving the folk art of the Abujmadia tribe. He's been on this mission for the past 4 decades. His art has been very effective in connecting people with campaigns like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao and Swachh Bharat. Friends, we are just talking about how our art and culture is spreading numerous shades from the valleys of Kashmir to the forests of Chhattisgarh. But this does not end here. The fragrance of these arts of ours is spreading far and wide. People in different countries of the world are getting mesmerized by Indian art and culture. While I was telling you about the sarangi resonating in Udhampur, I remembered how the sweet tune of Indian art is reverberating thousands of miles away in the Russian city of Yakutsk. Imagine a day or two of winter, -65 degrees temperature, a white sheet of snow all around, and there in a theatre, audiences mesmerized, watching Kalidas's Abhigyana Shakuntalam. Can you imagine the warmth of Indian literature in Yakutsk, the coldest city in the world? This is not a fantasy, it is the truth, one that fills us all with pride and joy. Friends, a few weeks ago, I'd also gone to Laos. It was Navratri time, and there I saw something amazing. Local artists were performing Phalak Phalam, the Ramayana of Laos. The same devotion in their eyes, the same dedication in their voice, exactly what we have for Ramayana. Similarly, in Kuwait, Shri Abdullah Al-Barun has translated Ramayana and Mahabharata into Arabic. This work is not just a translation, but a bridge between two great cultures. His endeavor is developing a new understanding of Indian literature in the Arab world. Another inspiring example from Peru is Erlinda Garcia. Erlinda Garcia is teaching Bharatnatyam to the youth there, and Maria Valdez is imparting training in Odissi dance. Influenced by these arts, Indian classical dance is creating waves of popularity in many countries of South America. Friends, these examples of India on foreign soil show how amazing the power of Indian culture is. It is continuously attracting the world towards itself. Wherever there is art, there is India. Wherever there is culture, there is India. Today, people across the world want to know India, want to know the people of India. Hence, I have a request to make to all of you to promote such cultural initiatives around you. Share them with hashtag Cultural Bridges. We'll discuss such examples in Mann Ki Baat in future as well. My dear countrymen, winter has set in a large part of the country, but the passion for fitness, the spirit of Fit India is not affected by any weather. One who habitually stays fit does not care about winter, summer or rain. I'm happy that people in India are now becoming more aware about fitness. You too must be noticing that the number of people in parks around you is rising. I feel delighted to see the elderly, youngsters and families doing yoga in the parks. I remember when I was in Srinagar on Yoga Day, despite the rain, so many people had gathered for yoga. I noticed the same enthusiasm for staying fit in the marathon that took place in Srinagar a few days ago. This spirit of Fit India is now becoming a mass movement. Friends, I'm also happy to see that our schools are now paying more attention towards the fitness of children. Fit India School Hours is also a unique initiative. Schools are using their first period for various fitness activities. In many schools, sometimes children are made to perform yoga on one day and sometimes aerobics on another day. On yet another day, sports skills are worked upon. On some days, traditional games like Kho-Kho and Kabaddi are being played, and its impact too is fabulous. There is a rise in attendance. The children's concentration is improving and the kids are enjoying it too. Friends, I feel this energy of wellness everywhere. Many listeners of Mann Ki Baat have also shared with me their experiences. Some people are conducting very interesting experiments. For instance, one example is that of Family Fitness Hour, which means a family is devoting 1 hour every weekend for family fitness activity. Another example is that of Indigenous Games Revival, which means some families are teaching and making their children play traditional games. Do share experiences of your fitness routine on social media using the hashtag FitIndia. I also want to share an important information with the people of the country. This year, on the 31st of October, the birth anniversary of Sardar Patel is falling on the festival of Deepavali. Every year, on the 31st of October, on the occasion of National Unity Day, we organize the Run for Unity. On account of Deepavali this time, Run for Unity will be held on the 29th of October, that is Tuesday. I urge you to participate in it in maximum numbers, along with the mantra of unity of the country. Spread the mantra of fitness everywhere. My dear countrymen, that's all for this time in Mann Ki Baat. Do keep sharing your feedback. This is the time of festivities. Best wishes to the listeners of Mann Ki Baat in connection with Dhanteras, Diwali, Chhath Puja, Guru Nanak Jayanti and all the festivals. All of you should celebrate the festivals with full enthusiasm. Remember the mantra of Vocal for Local. Try to ensure that during the festivals, products reaching your homes are purchased from local shopkeepers. Once again, many good wishes to all of you for the upcoming festivals. Thank you.